We're here on the parade at Norwood, the start of the 145-kilometre Stage 3 of the Santos Tour Down Under.
And let's listen to what Mike Turner, the race director, has to say about this stage. So we're looking at Stage 3 of the Santos Tour Down Under, Norwood to Campbelltown. Mike, what are your thoughts?
Well, it's 145 kilometres. We're going back to Norwood for a start. Haven't been there for a few years, so that's going to be popular. Always is at Norwood. Going down Lyell North East Road and up the Anstey's Hill climb, which a lot of bike riders will be familiar with. And when we get to the top of Anstey's, the interesting aspect here is that we're actually doing a lap and a half of the Paracombe circuit. Circuit used for state championships and also the Australian championships. Remo Sansonetti won the national title there back in the 70s. So we're going to do a lap and a half of Paracombe. Then we're going to head off through the Williamstown, Springton, come back through to Tunkillo Road, across to Mount Torrens, and then through the Gumbaraka, Cuddly Creek, Castanbull, and then of course the Corkscrew coming in that final 10 kilometres of the race. And we saw the decisive move by Garrett Thomas to really set himself up and take the leader's jersey. This year it's going to be a bit different because it's a lot harder before they get the Corkscrew. So I think the riders will have the edge off them coming in that final bit, and when they get to the top with 7 kilometres to the finish, it's full on to the finish line. And if you've got 20 seconds lead at the top of the Corkscrew, you can win the stage.
So it's an interesting stage today, Pat, because the riders start off here in Norwood. Pretty much early on the riders go up Anstey Hill, so it's a little bit of a climb early, but everything from a rider perspective leads to that hill, which is Corkscrew, and then of course that very long descent into the finish line at Campbelltown. What are they thinking at the start? Are they holding back? Are they going for it?
With Anstey's Hill being so early on in the stage at the start, it will be a perfect place to attack. Team USA will be aggressive, I'm sure, and a small breakaway will emerge. It's all about Corkscrew climb, of course. It's only 2.5 kilometres. It's very steep. Pitches of 15%. We saw Geraint Thomas break away and hold off a chasing group to win the stage and take the overall lead. I expect a similar scenario of early breakaway, regrouping on Corkscrew climb, and the strongest rider will prevail. And it promises to be a very exciting day.
So Pat, what will Dave Sanders be telling the Team UniSA boys for this stage?
Be aggressive. Anstey's Hill so early on in the stage is a perfect place to launch an attack. Team UniSA will be attacking. I'm sure half the other Pro Tour teams will as well. The strongest will survive. Small group would emerge, and it depends on what will happen on Corkscrew. The big name riders will attack on Corkscrew, that's for sure, and the strongest rider will emerge over the top, and it'll be a fast downhill finish to Campbelltown.
So for spectators today, a couple of interesting spots to look for. I think the crowd favourite by far will be Corkscrew Road. My recommendation, get there early, get yourself set up and just totally enjoy the crowd, enjoy the riders coming through. It will just be majestic, it will be fantastic. Another option I think earlier on is around the Houghton area, where there is a mini loop around there towards the beginning of the stage. I think people could actually set up there, see the riders come through initially, and there may even be time for the spectators to leave Houghton, make their way up to Corkscrew and get settled there as well. So there's a couple of really nice options for the stage today.
And from us here at Norwood,
we'll see you on the track.